All right. Philip here from Toon Tactics TV, giving you my full pre-match analysis for the Newcastle versus Chelsea game, Carabao Cup, which is happening tomorrow at Stamford Bridge. This is obviously the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. Both teams are coming in really hungry for the victory and to get onto the next stage, to get onto the into the semi-finals. Obviously, we'll start with Chelsea, for instance. Their season has not got off to the start that they wanted it to. They are, I can't remember, I think they're currently 10th in the Premier League. A lot of talk about the money they've spent, a billion or just about a billion being spent, and where has it taken them? And some of the obviously some of the poor results that they've had, and so but they've, even regardless of that, they're unbeaten in the last 4 home games, which is a positive for them. And they want to be able to show that they've achieved at least something in this year, and a cup win, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Now that obviously the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup would do the trick for them. So I've taken this first lineup for them. I think most of these players were in the Sheffield United victory. Mixed kind of feedback from Chelsea fans on it. I didn't see the game, but it was a mixed feedback. Some were happy, particularly with the second half. Others were like, it's the same old things with Chelsea in terms of great, decent build-up play, but then the final third wasn't great, and it was dire from some of the players. However, they got away with a 2-0 victory and a clean sheet. And I think Enzo Fernandez wasn't playing in that game. Supposedly he was saved for this game, and so I've brought him into the starting lineup. Now, when you look at the team, obviously I don't know too much about the goalkeeper Petrovic, but he's there for Sanchez, who's injured. Dizazi is meant to be a right centre back playing right back. He can play there. It's not ideal for him, but Thiago Silva, veteran, absolute Chelsea star. And Sabadishile, who's been given one of the best plaudits, really, and Colwell at the back. Is it balanced? Is it not? It's difficult to say. Colwell obviously isn't a natural left back. He was Dizazi, a natural right back. But we'll see. Caicedo and Fernandez. And then midfield obviously has come into criticism. Caicedo, Fernandez, and Palmer in midfield should be on paper a pretty decent midfield, but it hasn't given them the balance that they wanted. Ian Matson and Mudryk on the wings and Jackson up front, and that's where they have been really suffering, Chelsea going up front. Newcastle United, on the other hand, have a fully working system and team as we know it, despite the injuries, despite the lack of rotation. Newcastle have been mainly one of the informed teams whilst going into Europe, going into cup competitions in the Premier League, have been informed. Obviously, there's been a number of defeats. They've crashed out of the Champions League, but in general, they have been informed. Our backline, I think Trippier starts as right back. Trippier comes back in. Lascelles remains. Dan Burn goes into the left. Centre back and Livramento on at left back. Obviously, this is I think how they'll line up. Obviously, with Fabian Schär being injured, I think Gomes, Longstaff, and Mali, Joe Linton being injured as well. Even though we're told these are short-term injuries, I'm going to say this is our midfield. This is the midfield that helped us win against Fulham, and obviously Gordon. I say obviously, but I got Gordon through the centre, and I'll explain why. I don't think Wilson at his age, even though he's done well to play 2 full 90 minutes so far within a week, is going a third game a stretch for the 30-plus-year-old. If he does play, it'll be great. Then our front line is restored with Wilson through the centre and Gordon on the left, Almir on the right. Isak's obviously didn't make it to the Fulham game because of a groin injury. Hal in today's press conference said it's not a big problem. What does that mean? Is it not a big problem for him to come into the Chelsea game, or is it not a big problem for the next few days or few weeks or so? We just don't know. And we know that Hal is very, very coy with what is happening with his injuries and who's fit and who's not and what he's going to play, which he should be, which he absolutely should be, and don't blame him for that. So I've taken Howe and I've taken what I've seen um, at what it is. I'm taking it that Isak is unlikely to be fit for this game. I've taken it. I think that Wilson will unlikely start for this game. I think it's 3 games in 7 days is a risk to play Wilson, especially if Isak isn't quite right. So we've obviously found out today that Lewis Hall is eligible to play against his parent club, non-parent club. We just don't know, but he is eligible to play, and so I'm backing him to join Gordon up front with Almiron at left wing, and Gordon through the center, Almiron on the right wing, and I think this will be Hall's opportunity to really stake his claim possibly against his former club. Unlike Chelsea, Newcastle have chemistry, obviously, in the midfield. They have a team that's a lot of them now have played for a year plus, a year and a half plus, 2 years. And unlike Chelsea, we have been scoring goals. We've also kept one of the highest or lowest goals conceded in the Premier League as well. I'm backing us to go again in this game. It'll be interesting to see how Longstaff, Hall, and Livramento all match up on the left wing. Can Matson, Casado, and Disasi keep him out? On the right wing, I back Almiron and Trippier to handle whatever Mudryk and Fernandez have. And obviously through the center with Cole Palmer, who is a talented attacking midfielder, 8/10. However, I don't know if he's up for if he's physical enough to be as robust as he needs to be to control the play. But I don't underestimate his talent at all. I just wasn't impressed with him at St. James's Park. Would it be a different story for him at Stamford Bridge? Nicholas Jackson, obviously, although he scored about 6 goals this season, he has missed a lot of chances, and in large part, Chelsea's attack has been rather impotent. And so if Chelsea, although Chelsea have a great build-up play, but if Chelsea are not as lethal as they need to be going up front and are also leaking goals defensively, and their midfield can be stretched and it's constantly being tinkered with by Pochettino, and I know that would be tinkered with it for this game. Against our team that has, even though maybe individually on paper in some areas isn't as talented, but we are a better team. We are a better unit than Chelsea. I back us to win this game again. And say again, I back us to win for the second time against Chelsea this season. It would be great to have Wilson or Isak fit for this game. Even if they may not be, I still back us. A Gomeres hit form in Fulham. If we see anything close to that in this game, we're going to be controlling that midfield. We're going to be controlling that play, physicality. Our defense will be up for it as well. So I back Newcastle to win this game 2-0 and to go through to the semi-finals. And this will be a magnificent progress for Newcastle with everything that's gone on in terms of injuries, in terms of challenges of the Champions League, and everything else that's been going on. This would be marvelous if Newcastle pull it off. I think that they can. I back us to win 2-0, as I said. But let me know what you guys think. Share this video, like and subscribe, and until next time, guys. Take care and God bless.